See you, this a vibe, boy.
What advice would you give to other artists when creating great art?
Advice I would give to other artists when creating great art is to not procrastinate when you're making your artwork. And also, you will make mistakes, but they're always room for improvement and to fix it. And people are always going to have things to say about your artwork, but it's okay as long as you like it.
Hi, my name is Kiana Jackson, and this is my art piece, Corpse Bride Emily. Advice I would to give other artists is to always try. You want to put your heart into it, because if you put your heart into it, you will create something that you yourself will love.
Inspire you to create your Elizabeth Catlett Sculpture?
Okay, so some of the pieces at the Southern University Art Museum inspired me to create my sculpture. Also, Miss June inspired me to create my sculpture because every time we had a problem, she always had a way around it, and that showed me to never give up and anything is possible. Also, Keith Douglas inspired me because he drew us, and then he didn't need nothing. Like, he practiced the more you practice, the easier things become.
What advice would you give to any inspiring artists?
Some advice that I give to you artists is to take your time and don't worry about the beginning, worry about the end, because it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Write how you feel. If you gotta close your eyes and just let the paint do its thing, then that's what it takes.
All art is flexible and can be perceived as different things.
But I never gave up when I believed in what I believe in. Like, if you find something you're very interested in, like, never give up on that.
What inspires you to create great artwork?
What inspired me to create great artwork is my dad, because he's an artist, and I feel as if he wanted to pass down his the strategies to me.
What advice would you give to any inspiring artist?
I just tell them to have fun, be themselves, be creative, and do whatever your heart desires.
What advice would you give to other artists when creating great art?
Advice I give to other artists when creating great art is just have fun, put a lot of thought into it, and make sure you take your time.
What advice would you give to any inspiring artists out there?
One piece of advice that I would give to anyone trying to start is to go in with an emotional aspect of things. Like, don't go in painting or creating with a carnal mindset, because you won't have as vibrant of art as you would like.
What inspired you to create your Elizabeth Catlett Sculpture?
My friend Taylor Gibbons inspired me to do my sculpture. As you can see, I sculpted her because she is a really good example, and she shows me how to be a good person.
What were your inspirations in creating your Elizabeth Catlett Sculpture?
My inspiration was Rihanna, but she started looking like Sexy Red, so, you know.
See you, this a vibe, boy. See you, this a vibe, boy.
What inspired you to create your Elizabeth Catlett artwork?
The Halloween season inspired me to create an alien with textures like the veins in the forehead grooves like this. And I wanted to use the greenish color because that's the alien colors that most aliens are, in the big eyes like that.
Madison, what advice would you give to those who are creating artwork?
Strive for the best, keep going, and always remember that it's you that creates the artwork. So it can't be perfect, but it could be just right.
And I'm here to answer some questions about art.
What is some advice that you would give to other artists for great art?
I would say, like, just make something you like, something you admire, just have fun, really. Do what you want.
What are some of the most significant things you learned through art making?
I would definitely say the vocabulary, like texture, proportion, that kind of stuff.
What are your inspirations for creating art?
Anime, music, and not one to fail.
What are the most successful aspects of your work?
I would say my most successful would have to be this sculpture right here.
See you, this a vibe, boy.
On behalf of the students at the lab school, we would like to say thank you to the parents and special thanks to Ms. Sherrard and Ms. June. And of course, thank you to the students because our sculptures wouldn't have looked as good as they looked without the help of the students.
Don't leave just yet. We have bloopers. What advice would you give? Great art.
That's what it takes.